In Singapore, law enforcement is principally led by the Singapore Police Force and supported by other agencies. So next is Singapore Police was founded by Mr. Francis James Bernard, who was the chief police officer overseeing a very small unit which only have one sergeant. Singapore was strength. Singapore Police, together with Malacca and Penang, was incorporated into the Straits Settlements Police. However, law enforcement was an uphill task, especially for an understaffed force when lawlessness was the order of the day as the population boomed. So the Singapore established the radio division at Eu To Seng Street, and the emergency hotline for the police was 999. So Singapore independence, the crisis of the force mirrored the political changes. It was renamed the Police Republic Singapura, or Republic of Singapore Police. So in Singapore, they're partnering the community to fight crime, so they're significantly enhanced. So in Singapore, they have a rapid transformation that make the police force increase to about 2,000 police officers, and making Singapore more peaceful and safer country than it was in the late 18th. So now, a force for the nation. Singapore is an efficient and well-equipped body of professionals in pursuit of continuous improvement and world-class excellence. The force is critical in maintaining the reputation of Singapore as a safe city with one of the lowest crime rates in the world. In Singapore, it is perfectly legal to date, seduce, and marry your first cousin, second cousin, or third, fourth, whatever. The Singapore judicial system has three tiers of courts which resemble the English system. The first is Judicial Committee of Privy Council is at the top of the hierarchy, followed by the Supreme Courts and the subordinate courts. The judicial power is vested in the Supreme Court and in the subordinate courts. Singapore is a republic with a parliamentary system of government based on the Westminster model. The roots of Singapore's legal system can be traced back to the English legal system, and it has evolved over the years. So what is not allowed in Singapore? Prohibited and controlled goods. Chewing gum, except dental and medicated gum. Chewing tobacco and imitation tobacco products, for example, electronic cigarettes. Cigarettes, lighters in the shape of a pistol or revolver, controlled drugs, and psychotropic substances. Why are laws in Singapore so strict? Singapore has very strict laws to maintain the order of the country. Is Singapore hard on crime? Crime rates in Singapore are some of the lowest in the world, with petty crimes such as pickpocketing and street theft rarely occurring, and violent crime being extremely rare. Penalties for drug offenses such as trafficking in Singapore are severe and include the death penalty. So mao na gamay ra crime rate na mahitabo adto kay tungod mahadlok na mo commit og crime, kay very severe jud ang penalty. How does Singapore handle crime? So Singapore retains both corporal punishment in the form of caning and capital punishment by hanging as legal penalties. So community policing is one of the key thrusts of the Singapore Police Force policing strategy. It helps to build the public trust and confidence in the police and to actively involve the community in combating crime and terrorism. How to become police officer in Singapore. So your career will begin with a 6-month residential training program. You will undergo a well-structured curriculum that includes police defense tactics, physical training, lessons in criminal law, training to equip you to become a ground response force officer. So their basic entry requirements for police officers include normal fitness levels, good eyesight, and at least 5 passes in the CGE ordinary level or a NETIC from the Institute of Technical Education, although those with lower qualifications may still be considered. So that's the end of my report. I am Cindy Jo Tumalak and thank you for watching.